All right, so this is the Catwalk. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. Or how many of you guys were here yesterday? That super fans yet?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why? Oh, that's not working. Anyway, so welcome back. I'm Steven. I'm the founder of LCWW, or Loving Cats Worldwide. We have some technical difficulties, but we're going to get that underway. This is the Catwalk. If you guys think that the cats are going to walk on the catwalk, then you do not know cats at all. But very appropriately, this is London Fashion Week as well, right? So this could not be the most literal word for a catwalk. Our job here at Loving Cats Worldwide is to raise the visibility of all cats while educating on the overwhelming rescue situation. Everybody can do their part. Everybody can have one more cat. No one will ever notice. I swear. I have 4 black cats, and my partner thinks we have 1. So there's your workaround. Very easy. Very, very easy. The very first cat show happened in Crystal Palace about 150 years ago. So the United Kingdom is the birthplace of the cat fancy, believe it or not. How many of you guys knew that cat shows existed before you either saw the marketing here, saw me, saw something to do with this event? Raise your hand. All right, not too bad. You guys are smart here in London, right? How many of you guys knew there were dog shows? Yeah, like what's up with that, right? Our job and my personal mission in life is to raise that visibility of cats once and for all. Oh, I use the same content day after day, yeah? Raise the visibility of all cats above dogs once and for all. All right, I'm also a dog person as well as a cat person because I'm reasonable. You know, you don't hear it the other way, do you? At all. So this is the Catwalk. We are going to get up close and personal with as many breeds that are willing to come up here. Please keep in mind, this is the most unnatural environment for a cat to be in. So we do not push boundaries. Our judges do not push boundaries as well. Their job over there is to make sure the cat is comfortable, number one. And that's what we're going to do here. Let's start with the Maine Coons. Maine Coon, natural long-haired cat to the United States. We have a bunch of natural long-haired cats existing. The natural long-haired cat of Europe, let's say, is the Norwegian forest cat. Natural cat to Russia, Siberian. This is America's version. These are known as the gentle giants. They are long, they are rectangular, they are a little bit scary, but yet a little bit sweet at the same time. Females can be a little bit smaller than males. Males a lot bigger. How old is he?
1.5.
1.5 years old. This little girl is how old? How old?
6 months.
6 months and?
2 years.
Girl. And a girl. She's a big girl, right? Very typical color, this brown tabby we see in Maine Coons all the time. This is a beautiful silver Torby or a silver calico. You guys might know calico, the color. And this is a big honking male, isn't he, huh? We want to see this very, very wide nose, a strong nose. If you think about a wild cat or a feral cat, you're going to have this wide nose and a strong muzzle. Their claim to fame, in addition to their size and their personality, are those ears. They are large. They are set wide at the base. They are set like at a clock. If you're looking at a clock at 11 and 1, and they all should have these amazing lynx tips at the top of the ears that make the ears look even taller. Require a little bit of upkeep. They're our long-haired cat, so you have to give them a gentle combing daily to keep the mats free. But generally fairly low maintenance for a semi-long-haired cat. Super popular with all cat lovers because they have this commanding presence, don't they? Big round of applause for the Maine Coons. Thank you, guys. Ooh. Next up, looks like we have the Scottish. So, United Kingdom being the birthplace of the cat fancy, you guys have a lot of breeds that developed here. British Shorthair, Scottish, Devon Rex, Cornish Rex. This is the Scottish, obviously first found in Scotland. Hey, very good. All Scottish can trace their ancestry back to one barn cat named Susie. It was a solid white cat that had the appearance of folded ears. We now know that those folded ears are a weakening of the cartilage that causes the ears to fold. We see them with folded ears and we see them with straight ears. Who has the there are two very famous Scottish cats owned by a celebrity. Does anybody know who they are? Where, look, I'm looking at you.
I don't even like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift has two Scottish named Olympia and Meredith, right? Scottish folds, so we do know now that that gene that causes the ears to fold is a weakening of the cartilage. So it's very, very important that if you want to add a Scottish to your family, that you see both of the parents, as one of the parents has to have straight ears, the other one can have folded ears, but both cannot have folded ears. If you know anything about genetics, if you double up on that gene, it can be more detrimental to the cartilage in the cat, and we definitely don't want that. Very easy to care for. Scottish in general are very laid back, super popular. They spend a lot of time on their backs looking up at nothing, believe it or not, and that's completely true. I have a couple in my house. And the ones with the straight ears, for some reason, are a bit more active than the ones with the folded ears, and no one knows why, which is really kind of interesting. The ears causes no deafness or any issues whatsoever. Just the main things we look for is flexibility in the legs and the tail. Big round of applause for the Scottish. Yeah? Okay. Who's next? Who's next? So here come the British. British Shorthairs obviously originated here in the United Kingdom. At the very first cat show in Crystal Palace, these guys were exhibited as the Shorthair cat, because it wasn't necessary to call them a British Shorthair. It'd be a bit repetitive, wouldn't it? What is the most famous British Shorthair in English literature? The Cheshire Cat, exactly, from Alice in Wonderland. So we are looking for this very mischievous, smiling, sweet expression, large eyes, large cheeks. I call them, when I'm in the US, these are the US football linebackers. Here, they're the rugby players. Big in the shoulders, big in the hind, no neck whatsoever, tiny little neat ears. On the blues, we see this beautiful copper color. We see this color very often. This is called a British blue. So it's the most common color for the British. They have the most unique coat out of a lot of the cats. It's a very crisp, dense coat, which actually, if you put your hands here, It's so dense it leaves your handprint right in it, which is really, really cool. Look at Kelly just taking cats. I don't know where she's getting these from. So this is a little British kitten. This is a black, I don't know, black golden.
Black golden.
Black golden.
Akita maybe?
Yeah. Akita. Black golden Akita color, which is like the dog, yeah, with the whitest feet. They take a lot of time to develop. How old is he?
1 year and 10 months.
1 year and 10 months. I hope you're not going to get any bigger. What do you think? And how old is he?
1 year, 8 months.
1 year and 8 months, so about the same. This is a fairly new, how cute. The Cheshire Cat was actually a brown tabby, so this is pretty similar. But this is a really cool black golden shaded, kind of a newer color for the British breed, and actually the right texture. It leaves your handprint in there as well. Sometimes on that color can get a bit soft. Big round of applause for the British. They're not done yet. They want more time on the stage, don't they? It's because that's what Kelly has, right? Next up, the Siberian. So we talked about the Maine Coon being the natural long-haired cat to the United States. This is the natural long-haired cat to Russia or to Siberia. These guys have existed for generations in Russia. They started to become their own breed about 30 years ago. What's unique about them? So that Maine Coon, remember, is long and rectangular. These guys are a bit shorter with a barrel-shaped body, a little bit wider in the stomach. You know, he thinks he's super fancy, doesn't he? These guys also have a very thick triple coat, as they would absolutely need outside in the Siberian winters. It comes in as it gets colder, it comes out as it gets warmer. This is a pretty typical color, black spotted tabby for a Siberian and really for a cat in general. Remember, the Maine Coon had this very square muzzle and these very large high ears. Siberian is a little bit rounder, smaller rounded ears set a little bit lower, smaller rounded muzzle as well. He has a really cool mane almost, like that ruff around his belly. Jing, how old is he? Jing, how old?
2.5.
1.5?
2.5.
2.5 years old. Oh, they're coming. And this is a little female kitten. How old is she? Oh, little boy. How old is he? Huh? 5 months. And this one?
This is 1.5.
1.5-year-old boy as well.
Yeah.
So you can see Siberian is even longer to develop, even longer than a British, sometimes up to 5 years. So he's about halfway done. Now he's not going to get a lot bigger in size, but he'll fill out in the shoulders, in the hindquarters, and overall musculature, which will make him a lot heavier. Females can be almost half a size less than the males in the Siberian breed. I've never really met a Siberian cat that was difficult to handle. They are very, very even-tempered. They're great show cats. They're great with families. There is some studies that suggest that people that have severe allergies to cats may not be allergic to Siberian cats, which is kind of ironic since they are long hairs, right? Huh? What's that? What? Yeah. I don't like to get too technical, you know. Yeah, so that's really cool. If you think that you have a friend that has allergies, send them to someone's house that has Siberians and have them hang out for a while and see what happens. Are your doors open? Big round for the Siberians. Apparently they left. Burmilla, thank you. Are you good? How are you? What's your name?
Hello, this is Sappho Carnival Sale.
Sapphire?
Sappho.
Sappho. Oh, really? It's a girl.
Boy.
Oh. And you are what?
I'm Elise.
Is it first show?
Yes.
For any cat show? Okay, so this is Elise. This is her first cat event, any association. So welcome, Elise. So this could be you guys next year. This is an extremely rare breed we don't see very often. His name is Sappho, apparently. This is called a Burmilla. A Burmilla is a very rare breed and very cute, right? They come in all sorts of silver shaded. They originated in, I think the UK actually, and the idea was that they crossed a Burmese cat with a silver chinchilla Persian to bring in the color. So you have the body and the weight of a Burmese, but the coloration of that beautiful chinchilla, which is really nice. They are extremely attached to humans, as you can see. They have a remarkable weight as well, a good weight, like surprising. When you pick them up, you're like, whoa, that's a bit heavier than I expected. Very well knit and solid. How old is he?
10 months.
10 months old. You have others, or just this one?
He's the only Burmilla. He's got a big brother, Morpheus the Maine Coon, and he's got a big sister, Squeak, who's a 15-year-old Moggy.
So he's got a brother, a Maine Coon, and a brother, a Moggy. And he's loving life. How is he loving the show experience?
So, doing well considering.
Doing well considering. You never know what's going to happen until you bring your cat to an event as well, right? But it is sweet. Boy, I didn't see him yesterday. Generally very, very well acclimated, as you can see. You guys are thinking at home, oh my God, my cat would tear him to shreds. Yeah, right? Pretty much. Big round of applause for the Burmilla. Here comes the Bengal Mafia. Bengals, one of our most registered cats and most popular cats. Bengals originated in California. A groundbreaking lady named Jean Mill acquired a bunch of offspring from an Asian leopard cat, which is a small feral cat from Southeast Asia, from the University of California at Davis. And here we go with the Bengal breed. So these guys originated by a cross of an Asian leopard cat. You guys are gonna Google Asian leopard cat later, I know you are. So when you see that, we're looking for this really striking wild cat. The idea was to create a loving lap leopard with a domestic personality, right? With no wild tendencies at all. Also understanding the fact of the fur trade, Jean thought that if she could create a cat that looked like your neighbor's coat, that hopefully that the fur trade would go down a bit. That maybe had a little bit of impact. Imagine this guy on your coffee table and your friends came over. They thought you lost your mind, right, at this point. They are extremely, extremely busy. Anybody have a Bengal at home? No? Really? Get a Bengal if you want your life to be completely turned upside down. They will do everything in their power to go everywhere that you don't want them to do or go. Open every cabinet, open every door, generally complain. Well, maybe we do have a taker on the catwalk. Generally do everything to complain out loud and let you know that they are there and they are bothered. They have a very unique cry or a very unique meow. Sometimes can be misinterpreted as aggression. It's so distinct. It's grovelly, chirpy, kind of a crazy meow. But it's just their general way of talking. We're looking for a cat with this beautiful rosetting or spotting that flows this way down the back. We see them in traditional brown spotted or black spotted tabby. We see them in these colors here, which are sometimes referred to as the snow leopard variety, which makes sense. And then now we're seeing them in silver as well, which is what Derek has right here on the floor. The females can be significantly smaller than the males. As you can see, it's two girls here and the two boys are here. Some of the Bengals have what's called a glitter effect. You can kind of see on him, in the sunlight or in good light, he's gonna shimmer and shine like a vampire, yeah? Kind of. Which really makes it cool, and you can see a glittered Bengal because on the tip of their nose, you can see it's a dusting of glitter here, which is really cool. They are super confident, they are super friendly, very easy to care for, require very little maintenance, maybe an easy brushing once a week or a wipe down with a cloth. And you can see how striking they are, which is why they are super popular. Big round of applause for the Bengals. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You guys are glad you came today because yesterday, man, you couldn't even get in here. So smart on you. All right, who's up next? Let's go. Let's hear it for the Sphynx. Okay, the Sphynx, always the oddity, but always the fan favorite. What country did the Sphynx originate in? And it's not where you might think. It's not Egypt. Canada, clever man you are, very good. Or you heard me say that before.
I actually knew it.
Canada, which is quite ironic since they are bald, you know? Sphynx, this is a natural mutation that causes a degree of hairlessness. We see them completely naked, bald. We see them with a little peach fuzz as well. And sometimes we see them with a little hair on the tail and the face and the paws. They are extremely attached to humans. Why is that? Because they cannot survive outside at all. Your cats at home are completely opportunistic, right? Come to you when they want to get fed, come to you when they want to get pet. These guys cannot survive outside. Imagine her walk down the high street in January. Gonna be a bit cold, right? Or in the summertime, you know, we have sunburns. You know, this happens to a cat with no fur. So it's really, really important. They have been around for centuries, but really not developed as a breed until we got really interested in cats, really, you know. They are, like I said, completely attached to humans, and all Sphynx people are completely crazy, 100%, and they never argue at all. They never have one, they always have more than one. A cat's temperature in general is higher than a human's temperature. So when you feel them, they feel like a suede-covered hot water bottle, believe it or not. Very, very warm to the touch. How many of you guys have solid black cats at home? Yeah? This is what it looks like naked. So you can see the color of a cat or an animal is actually not just on the fur, it goes all the way down to the skin. This is a solid black. This is a seal mink, so with the Siamese-ish colorations. How many of you guys have a calico cat at home? Well, there you go. This is what she looks like naked. We know that calicos are all females now, right, as well? Really easygoing, however, require a little bit more maintenance than you would think. You think, no hair, no brushing, no hair on my clothes. Actually, they can get very oily. Think about yourselves. If you decide not to shower for a week, you're going to be not in the best condition. So the same thing has to do with the Sphynx. They need a gentle wipe down. Sometimes they're quite clever. They'll jump right in the shower with you. But they do get pimples and blackheads, you know, especially during adolescence, which is really kind of crazy. But generally speaking, pretty low maintenance. Very difficult cat to keep in condition, especially at a show. Because if you think about your cats at home, they're gonna rub their chins on your legs, on the corners of the couches. If Sphynx do that, they're gonna get chafed and they're gonna get marks on their face, which is quite interesting as well. And their body should look like a large pear in general, because They eat way more often than a normal cat because they have to keep their body temperature up. So they are always eating, which means they are also always pooing. 100%. Eat more, poo more. Amazing. Great job, guys. Thank you very much, Sphynx. Exotic? Oh, nice. All right, let's hear it for the exotic short hairs. I don't know where Kelly keeps coming up with cats, right? Where you got those? Exotic short hair, also known as the short-haired Persian. Everybody knows the Persian, the long-haired cat. This is the short-haired version. These guys were created by crossing an American short hair with a Persian to bring out the short hair. What we're looking for these guys, remember the Maine Coons, right? We're long and rectangular. These guys are compact, short, and round. Everything about them is short and round. Big round eyes, tiny ears, rounded tips, round paws, short body, short tail. What's very important about the Persian breed and any cat or animal that has a very short face, we are looking for wide open nostrils. Who said that? Yeah? You were here yesterday? Wide open nostrils. It's super important. Think about a pug or a French bulldog or any of these dogs where you can kind of hear this breathing problems. It's just the way they are. We don't want to hear anything in a cat like this. Is really, really important. So those nostrils need to be wide open. What's also really important on a short-nosed breed is the teeth, believe it or not. The teeth need to be level, not over, not under, not side to side, because there is no muzzle here. There's nothing here. So they need to be able to grab their food properly. If you think about it, it makes sense, right? So no muzzle, perfect teeth is a necessity with these guys. If you think you're getting, oh, let's take you guys too at the same time. If you think you're getting out easy with a short hair, they still require a little bit of maintenance. And here come the showstoppers, huh? Thank you very much, Exotic, or you can hang out with us. This is the Persian. Persian, same thing as the Exotic. This is how old?
2 years and 10 months.
2 years and 10 months? 6 months? So you can see they are, Persians are very big. Persians and Exotics can be quite big and hefty cats. There's a lot of coat there, but there's also a lot of cat underneath that coat. They're heavy and they're strong and they have big boning. But look at your nostrils. You have something to say about that? No? Big round eyes. The most difficult cat in the world to care for is a Persian, and then add pretty much solid white to the mix. My gosh, so difficult to keep control of. You don't just grab a Persian out of your garden and throw it into a show. This is an everyday, all day, twice a day, 3 times a day. This is a lifestyle choice.
Hello.
Big round head, big round eyes, big round nostrils, short little body. You guys know the drill from here. You have something to say?
Maybe.
Big round of applause for the Persians. Am I sorted after this one? Good, yeah. Let's go, Phil. This is a really cool breed and unique only to the United Kingdom, actually. This is called a Suffolk. Suffolk is a Oriental in type cat, so Siamese-ish in type. Long body, long legs, long tail. Only comes in 2 colors, solid chocolate and solid lilac, so brown or purple. That's it. We're looking for Oriental in type, so longer head. You might know kind of the counterpart in the United States called the Havana Brown. We sometimes see those as well, but this is a unique cat to the UK. You guys also have seen a lot of brown cats in your life. This is actually quite rare, the color of this cat. You know, you see a lot of brown cats because tabby cats are brown, right? But a solid chocolate or brown cat, very, very rare, which is really, really cool. Very attached to their humans as well. They also speak a lot, talk a lot, meow a lot, tell you exactly what they want. So Siamese in type, right? What's those most famous Siamese in animated film? Yeah, from The Lady and the Tramp, right? So these guys are the same. All Siamese cats in Suffolk originated in actually what was formerly known as Siam or Thailand. Big round of applause for Phil and his Suffolk. Lies. Lies. So this is really cool too, and also extremely rare, and there's only, I think only one person in the entire United Kingdom that has these cats. They are called Lykois. They are known as the werewolf cat. This is a very, very new breed for us, probably within the last 5 years. The werewolf cat has been around for as long as cats have been around, but because of their unique sparsity of fur, they were probably looked at as like sick or had mange or something, so they weren't really noticed. So the cat world took focus on them, did some genetic testing, and found out that this patterning is unique only to the Lykoi. It's called a roan pattern, not to get too detailed, but essentially it's a salt and pepper coat. So with every dark hair, there's a light hair. So he's a solid blue and white technically, but he has white hair throughout all of the blue. We see them in a lot of times in black because black is very werewolfy. But then we also see them in blue, red, all sorts of different color. This sparsity of fur, they're very Sphynx-like in personality with their humans, can have bald bits around the neck, should have an appearance of a hairless mask around the eyes, some bald bits in the stomach like you would expect a werewolf. Have you ever seen a werewolf? Not yet? Okay, soon, right? This is a blue and white. I believe he's only 10 months old, so he is still in his teenage stage. Again, super, super rare, so now you guys have seen a Lykoi. I think there's actually another Lykoi in the show, a Lykoi with long hair. Yeah? Thank you, Kelly. All right, guys, wraps me up for a minute. Remember, everybody do your part with the rescue situation. Everybody can have one more cat. No one will ever notice. Thank you, guys.